Hello everybody, my name is Carl and welcome back to Pow Bam Zing. Today we are going to be unboxing the AOC C27G1. Now this is a 27-inch 1080p curved 144 Hz monitor from AOC. It's got AMD FreeSync, has a VA panel, not a TN panel, so the viewing angles are going to be a little bit wider. Supposedly 1 millisecond response time, but we'll get to that later. And this advertised game color for whatever that means. But let's not stare at the box anymore. Let's actually get into the box and see what we can find. Suppose I could turn it around so you can see what I'm doing. It has some instruction manuals on the lid here to tell you how to set it up. I mean, a monitor seems pretty self-explanatory in my opinion. Oh, there's some unpacking instructions. I really don't want this to fall out either, and I have a less than ideal setup here. I'm actually using tray tables for support. This is what happens when your main computer desk is up against the wall. All right, so what do we got? Well, we have the monitor stand, base. I got this. We have the stand base there, and we have the stand arm here. And it looks really nice. Everything feels very solid, very nice so far. See how much easier knives make everything? Or they cut your fingers off. Either one. Alright. And from what it looks like, the base slides right on here. There's like these two forks on the base plate, and there's a hand screw in the bottom. This looks like it slides right on here. And we'll just flip up this little hand screw and screw it on in. Yeah, I'll leave that one to you guys. All right. Well, we got the base. Got the base mounted. Pretty nicely, it looks like. I'm just going to set that right there. We have a power cord and a DisplayPort cable included right here, also going right there. It looks like some instructions with basically the same thing you saw on the lid and another DisplayPort cable. Cool. So it came with 2 DisplayPort cables. So let's see what the monitor itself looks like. I hope this is the right way up. I don't think it really matters. Nicely packaged, by the way. Everything seems very safe. All right, you coming out? Doesn't want to. Here we go. Wow, very nice. All right, so far so good. I'm going to put it on the stand for you guys first. And oh, wait. Does it just latch in? I think this one just latches in. Here, let me do it in front of you guys so you can see. I'll take the stand here. There's these little grooves. It looks like you just line them up, and there you go. Man, that couldn't get any more simple, could it? And then there's a button on the back here for when you want to unlatch it. And there's also screws included back here for the VESA mount when you need to screw it in. So you don't have to worry about getting the right length screws and putting screws through your panel or anything. Cool, so it has height adjust, and that actually works really well. It almost slides to the top on its own. But the friction is just the right amount, and the spring load is just the right amount. So that's really nice. I don't want to break it. All right, so it has swivel down here. That's cool. And it has tilt. Not a whole lot of tilt angle, but enough to make it so that there's at least a little bit of flexibility, a little bit of play there. So that's cool. All right, well, there's only so much that we can do and that we can see from just looking at it without it plugged in. So I think I'm going to pop it off here, put my put my VESA mount on and see what we think. And that's what you can expect out of the box. Cool. Onwards! So after using this monitor for a couple of days and tweaking some settings, such as going into Windows and setting it to 144 Hz instead of 60, and calibrating the color a little bit, I found that the color came in just a little bit too warm, and so I had to take down the red settings in the Windows calibration and as well on the monitor settings. It turned out to be a very clear and nice monitor. The built-in TV menu could be a little bit easier to navigate, as I like the TVs that have the control knob, just a single control knob to control it instead of the individual buttons. I found myself accidentally turning the TV off while pressing the wrong buttons. However, the buttons are easy to access, and so once you learn them, it's not too terribly difficult to navigate. It does have a decent amount of settings on the inbuilt menu, as well as an overdrive setting, which allows for minimized response time, as this is a VA panel and eliminates most ghosting. However, I found that I couldn't really notice a whole lot of ghosting to begin with. However, there is one fatal flaw about this monitor so far, in my opinion, and that is the model I got has some pretty intense backlight bleed issues, as demonstrated when I turn off the lights. Now, the camera that I'm using to film does amplify the effect just a tiny bit, but it's definitely not that much better from where I'm sitting right now. Overall, this is an impressive panel from AOC, aside from the light bleed that you get during dark scenes. I really wish that they could have sorted that out. I'm not sure if I got a bad panel or if it's just this model. I'm not sure what happened, but I am disappointed that dark scenes don't quite show as nicely as they would have otherwise. I hope this was able to aid you in your looking at this monitor from AOC. I hope that I was able to shine some light on what you would get in the box, what kind of unboxing experience you would get, as well as the pretty standard 1080p 144 Hz monitor that this is. It's a nice monitor, it's for a great price, and if you don't get the light bleed from the back as I do on mine, then you'll end up with a great monitor. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Pal Bam Zing. Have a great day.